I wanted to video this, but my tripod broke, so I'm going to do it with one hand holding the camera. The reason I want to face this quilt is because it has this fabric on it that looks like wood, and I don't want to have a little binding going across the top of it. First, you're going to take a square. I just used leftover border fabric, and it was cut at 4 1/4 inches. So I cut a 4 1/4 inch square, then I pressed it in half like this. This square, you'll need 4 of these. It will go on the corner of the quilt, just like this. So we'll lay that down. Next, you take your binding fabric and you make it the same way you do any binding. I cut this 2 1/2 inches wide, pressed it in half along the lengthwise. And you're going to take it and lay it against the edge of the top of the quilt, and about 2 inches, 1 1/2 to 2 inches away from the corner here, you'll start the binding, and you'll just lay it on top. And I'm going to pin this and pin all the way around, and every time I come to a corner, I'm going to place another square or triangle down first, then put the binding on top of it about 2 inches away from the corner, and then I'm going to stitch 1/4 inch all the way around. So I'll do that and show you. When I stitched this, I just stitched off of the edge each time at the corner. And what you'll do next is, to get the fullness out of this corner, you clip it just across like that. Clip that corner out. And next you're going to just take this whole thing and flip it like this. And I think I'm going to have to press it. Well, for sure I'll have to press it. I think I'm going to like what this looks like on the edges here, because once it's all flat, this is what it looks like. It just ends. And then in the back, you'll have these little corners, and I'll show you later what it looks like stitched down. It looks like when you stitch one side and you come to the corner, and now I'm going to put this piece, I'm going to pick up this piece here. So I'll place it right about here, put my pin in, and stitch this all the way down till I reach the other corner. Here is what the quilt looks like finished, the facing on the back of the quilt. I hand stitched it down, and here's what the corner looks like. Corners, you're supposed to be able to put a dowel in there and hang it up. But I think on this one I might just stitch that down. But it makes a nice finished corner. So let me come over here. And I kind of rolled the edge a little bit so it would not be shown on the front. So here's what the front looks like. And it's nice and finished. I'm going to turn it over and show you. So here it is from the front, and you don't see any binding on the front, and this is another reason why you probably want to stitch that down on the back, because it's showing a little bit here. But you have the nice finished edge. It looks like the edge of the wood and looks like a frame.